big topic of discussion here in the tri-state. Seriously, I am here with when aren't they? I'm here with Danelle Shepard to tell me a little bit about it. You know, Danelle, I feel like it's almost like a little bit of a broken record because I'm bringing this up again, but we can't avoid the subject, right?
No.
I mean, I would feel like all over social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, people are now making videos just about the comedy of the interest rate still being this high for this long.
Well, yes. So first of all, thank you for having me again, Peyton.
Always
it's
a pleasure
to be here. Yes, it is. But here's the thing. It's still consistent. There are memes, there are videos about it being high, but it's in essence compared to what it was before. I still say it's low. You still have 6.5s, you still have a 6.6. Not as average. Now, some people may be in the 7s, but compared to what it was, again, like you said, like a broken record, it's still not a 9. It's not an 8. Will you see the 3s from COVID again? I doubt it. There's a possibility, but again, it is still good because one thing about real estate, inflation's low. Everybody wants to talk about that too.
Right.
You know, price of milk, what's that? What's the price today? Inflation is lower now than it was last month, and then it's been over a year. So we're winning, right? It's just a slow, steady snowball, but it is definitely helping you out in this market. So I think we're great with the rates.
Slow is definitely the way I would use to describe it. And you know, I know I'm trying to ask you to kind of look in a magic crystal ball here, and you can't really do that.
Right.
I know you said that, you know, we see those 3% in, you know, COVID pandemic times. Maybe not, but do you foresee any time in the near future these dropping anymore?
So reading, they did say with the inflation being low, again, I try to stay out as much as possible, but with inflation being low, they did say that we still are on a verge of 2 cuts when it comes to rates. Now, what do those 2 cuts look like? I'm not sure, but they did keep the rates the same. So that was a good. They did not raise them this week. They did not raise them last week. So that's still a positive way of looking at things. Now, how fast or how far they will drop, that is still up. I do think we'll see some 5s, maybe depend on when and where they cut it. But I would like for viewers to know that your credit score and down payment, there are a lot of factors that also contribute to what your interest rate will be.
Exactly.
So,
I feel like a lot of people maybe don't know that, especially if they're going into that first purchase, right?
Yes, that is correct. And so couple things you want to do. Always expert, realtor. Again, hopefully it's myself. I would love that. But you want to have a lender who can actually guide you as well, because they're going to look at the finance aspect of it. So you want to get your credit. You want to look at what you're putting down for down payment, because there are grants out there. A lot of people don't know that if you have the down payment, you can use that grant for a lower interest rate. There are so many things you can do. I actually helped a client do that where they had the down payment and they didn't need the quote unquote free money from the grant. So they used the ability to lower their interest rate. And they were much happier with that versus getting the grant for down payment. Which
is why it's so important to really explore your options.
Yes.
And talk to me about our market, you know, compared to other markets.
So I'm glad you said that, because again, Facebook, Instagram, you see all over, not that though, you know, there's places in the South, Florida's hot too, but a lot of places are dropping prices. You know, their houses are cutting prices, we're slashing. Ohio, we're still competitive, especially Cincinnati market. I will speak specifically to this greater Cincinnati market. Price drops aren't as frequent and as often as common as you are starting to see in these larger markets. It is still nice, it is still aggressive. However, again, with the right guidance, the right expert advice, you can get in and get it home, and the equity is still there. The growing equity is continuously moving. So.
Well, you've got all these helpful tips. You know, if you want to reach out to Danelle, we have all of his information listed for you on our website and our free mobile news app. Thank you again so much for joining us in here. Make sure to stick with us. We're going to have more for you right after this break.